OBS is alive. Okay. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. Oh wait. I think the reason why I can't see it is because I've popped the chat out there. It's here. Okay, I can see it now. I'm live. So, hi. I think I'll this year one of my New Year's resolution is to actually care about chat. So I'm gonna pop the chat out. I don't know if it supports three grid system. Like I know it supports two. Let me see if it supports three. It doesn't support three. That sucks. Yeah, it only supports. What I mean is that it doesn't, like I was hoping it would support something like this, right? So like this will be chat, and this will be like VS Code or something, and then this will be the browser. But sadly, that doesn't work that way. So I can only really do this kind of setup. Like chat is here, and then this is VS Code, and then I'll just alt tab to browser. I think I'll try that setup next time. But this time I'm not gonna code, because I'm gonna, I guess, how to say it. I'm gonna kind of explain uh, why I've been away for a while, for a bit. The last time I streamed was like 1 month ago, more than a month ago. So there's a reason for that. There's a reason for that. Okay. So I got into an accident, motorcycle accident to be exact. Uh, don't worry, as you can see, I'm still alive. Uh, but there's a few things that happened. Like I was hospitalized, right? If you, I'll show you. This is me after the accident. This is me applying first aid, but this is actually the thing that I should have done, but I did not have the gauze. This is called like the sterilized gauze. This one, yeah. I did not have this. Right now, I have. I've stocked up on it because yeah, I need it. Okay, this one, this one was before I just used cotton. I just used cotton balls. Yeah, but I should have done this. But don't worry. I cleaned the wound and then I applied gauze. I mean, I'm not the one who applied. Someone else applied it. Because uh, yeah, my left wrist got dislocated. This part. So yeah, for like 2 weeks or more, two more than 2 weeks. For more than 2 weeks, I couldn't walk. I couldn't walk. And I couldn't move my wrist. Right now, I can move it. Yeah, I can do this now, but I can't do this. Like oh, it's not actually painful anymore. But before, it was really painful. Okay. Ooh, interesting. Interesting. I can move it. Okay. Yeah, yesterday it was still painful. But yeah, yeah. I was carrying like water jugs because I was ordering water, right? We don't have a drinkable tap water here in the Philippines, so we usually buy drinking water and we buy it in jugs. So I was lifting the jugs and I can still feel the pain, right? So it's still not fully healed. From what I've read, uh dislocated bones takes months to heal. Yeah, it got dislocated. Uh so yeah, I guess I'm gonna just provide some context what happened. So to kind of explain like what these things entail. Uh and also like I wanna, I guess, share my experience, right? As someone who's never, I mean, I've been in motorcycle accidents before, but not to this extent. Like what happened was I got road rash. Road rash is one of the most painful experiences you could ever have. Road rash, pain. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's like you can think of it as like a shallow wound, right? If this is like your skin, and then like let's say for example, this is like my knees, right? This is like my knees. This is my knees, and this is like the gravel. This is gravel, and then you're in an accident, and you're going here, and then this part here gets scraped. So like the outer layer of the skin, right? The outer layer of the skin, like if this is like your knees, this part here gets scraped, and it's like the outer layer, and it's really painful. It's really really painful. I couldn't, again, as I've mentioned, I couldn't walk for weeks. I couldn't walk for weeks. It was an unforgettable experience for me. And for a while, my left wrist, I couldn't carry anything with my wrist. Like this was not usable. My left hand was not usable for a while. Couldn't carry even just a glass of water. Like even just gripping something was really difficult. But right now, it's been, yeah. As you can see, the accident was like December 11th. It's now January 3. It's like almost a month now. So I've mostly healed. So yeah, I wanna, I guess, share my experience. I want to kind of also detail what happens in a motorcycle accident, and what I how can we prevent that in the future, right? What I've learned and what I've done now, so that this, I mean, it's an accident, right? Like it's something that uh you can't really control. It- I mean, you can be like the safest rider in the world, and you'll still be in an accident. Like that's just how it is. There's a reason why it's called an accident. It's a lot of the times it's outside of your control, but it's more like even if this happens again, right? Like even if we do like a lot of preventive measures, but it doesn't fully reduce the risk to zero. Like, but we can get close to zero, right? But even if this does happen again, I get into a motorcycle accident similar to this, uh how can I minimize the damage so that it doesn't happen? I, I don't have to. I mean, go to the hospital, get my X-ray checked, and not able to walk for for weeks, not able to use my hand for weeks. So yeah, like yeah, what I've learned and what can I do to prevent this thing to happen again in the future. So yeah, I think that's the reason why I started to stream. Mm, yeah, I wanted to talk about that. I know my viewers are mostly devs. I'm thinking because that's mostly my content before, but I still want to talk about it because it's who really does talk about this, right? Like you don't really see this content a lot, but yeah, I want to put it out there. So I guess to provide context why this happened in the first place. So I usually have work. I usually work in the morning and then a bit on the evening because I'm working on Canadian time. I live in the Philippines, so PH time and CAD time is like Canadian time is like 12 hours a diff. So if it's like if it's like 1909, as you can see here, like it's 7:09, right? And in Canada it's this is PM, 7:09 PM. In Canada it's like 7:09 AM. So that's 12 hours. Right now it's nighttime, there it's morning. Usually again I don't work on their time because we I'm a dev, so I can work asynchronously. But I was working on a project where I was in charge of the specs, the architecture, the specs, the schema, pretty much. Like I'm not a senior dev. I'm quite new to all of these things, but they wanted to give me exposure to these things, and I'm really grateful for that. I'm really grateful that they actually trust me enough to give me this task, where usually the senior developers are the ones in charge of these tasks, and I got to learn a lot. I got mentored by someone more senior than me, and it was fun. It was really fun. But again, being because you're in charge of specs, right? You gotta be. at the same time as them because there's a lot of discussion. It's more meetings, more gathering requirements, more like trying to really understand what the client is looking for. It's more of that. So like you have to be at the same time as them. So usually Canadians in the time zone they work 9 to 5. So 9 to 5, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. That would mean in the Philippines that would be 9 p.m. to 5 a.m. And then if you factor in daylight savings, there's this 1 hour kind of, I don't really understand daylight savings, but instead of like 9 p.m. to 5 a.m., actually it's 10 p.m. to 6 a.m. That's when they're awake in our time, in Philippine time. So yeah, during this time, again, December, the last month, I was in charge of that project, right? So I was in charge of that project. So part of it is specs, and specs I have to be in the same time as them. I mean, how could you even have a meeting? Yeah, you get what I mean. Like a meeting is like something that, like, it's hard to do asynchronously, especially if you're doing specs. Like you really wanna know what they want, right? Get Yeah, because the specs will define the schema, and the schema will define the architecture, what technologies you're using. You get what I mean? Like there's a lot of things that is dependent on that, right? That initial specking, right? Initial kind of gathering of requirements that, like, it's very important. Is what I'm trying to say. Yeah, and it's like a lot of back and forth, back and forth, back and forth between the client. Uh, so yeah, so there's that, right? So during this time, I was working very late, right? Very late because again, I have to be on the same time as them if I want to catch them on a meeting. Uh, when they're available too. So yeah, and then I guess around December 11, I don't really know. It's like December 11, December, probably it's like nighttime of December 10 to December 11. This Yeah, I think around December 11, it's like around uh I think it was around 2 a.m. Yeah, 2 a.m. Actually, even before that, I think, yeah, around like probably like 12 a.m. I was already feeling peckish. I was feeling hungry. I was feeling hungry. I was feeling peckish. I was like, I, I need food. Right? I mean, I have food here. It's just I was craving. I was craving like food outside. But the thing with Tacloban is where I live in the Philippines, is that uh, we don't really have a lot of places that are uh, kind of up, still up. Like we don't have nightlife here in Tacloban. M- Almost all establishments close before 12 a.m. The latest would be 1 to 2 a.m. But yeah, almost all establishments closed. We have a couple 24-hour uh, establishments, but they're few. And there's, how do I say it? There's not a lot near where I live. So you can think of it as like I live here, and then I have to travel. Let's say this is like 24-hour establishment, and this travel took will take like maybe 45 minutes by motorcycle or scooter by moto. And then there's also one here, and then another 24-hour establishment, and it's kind of the same thing. It's around 45 minutes. Like, you get what I mean? It's like it's not close. Like it's almost an hour of travel. It's not close to where I live. So I was feeling peckish. So I mean, I could have ordered. Yeah, I could have ordered. Uh, but we have Grab here, but I don't think Grab operates 24 hours. We also have a Food Panda. I don't think they also operate 24 hours. I'm not sure. But I know there's Maxim. I should have. It never really occurred to me to use that, because the thing about using delivery apps is that they charge you delivery, and then you have the tip. Plus, there's this kind of a pressure to also tip. So it's like it would be cheaper if I just use my motorcycle and then eat and then maybe grab some takeout and then go back and then continue working. That was my thought process. I was feeling peckish, so I was like, I'm just gonna travel. I mean, this is not the first time I did this. That's why I was like, what could go wrong, right? This is I've been riding my when I say motorcycle, I mean my scooter. Uh, I've been riding my bike for like, mm, I bought it on March. So March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, December, for like 8 months now. So I'm not on. I'm quite experienced with riding my bike. I'm quite comfortable with it by now. So yeah, I was like, what could go wrong? So again, because I was like just buying food, right? I was like just wearing my jeans. I was wearing my jeans, and then I was wearing long sleeves like this, long sleeves, but it was gray. I was wearing my jeans and helmet, and then brum brum. Do you get what I mean? Oh, one thing that is uh that affected, I guess, that made the accident possible, I guess, was that during the month of December, November, December, especially December, like even until now, like there's no like storm or anything. Like maybe there is quite a few, but like there's no like you know, but it's always raining, like which is weird because it's like always raining, but it's not supposed to rain this hard, but like it's like raining hard. Yeah, I think we've never really had this rain that is like persistent, right? It's like persistent and it's like it keeps on pouring. So, which is unprecedented because usually it rains a lot when there's storm, but there's no storm, right? There's no typhoon, right? But it rains a lot. I think a lot of it is the ITCZ, Mihan, yeah, December rain, Philippines. Eh, yeah, here, like moderate to heavy rainfall, like throughout the month of December. Yeah, rainy is like it's weird. Again, it's weird because it's like persistent, right? It's like it's been months now. Why is it still raining? Yeah, and then again, there's no storm. So I don't really ride my motorcycle when it rains, right? I don't really do that. So I only ride when I'm sure that it's not raining. I check the weather. It's not raining. Boom. Okay, I'm ready to head out. But so what happened was I think around like 12 a.m. Around 12 a.m. Before this, it was raining. It was actually pouring a lot. It was like really raining. And then by around 1:30, like the rain stopped. Right? So I was like, I think, I think I can go now. Right? I think I can ride my motorcycle now. I don't think it will rain anytime soon. I mean, it just poured really hard. So yeah, the roads were wet. The roads were wet. Going there, so I was able to kind of travel this 45-minute one way, by the way, and then I was here. I went to this establishment, uh, bought some food, ate there, and then and ordered takeout, and then now I gotta get back. Now I gotta get back, and then yeah, that's when the accident happened. When I went back, a lot of factors, uh, I guess, kind of happened. For I mean, there's a lot of things that made this thing happen. The accident happened. Number one is low visibility at night. Of course, it's the Philippines. With It's a developing country. the roads are bad, right? The roads are bad. Generally, it's not the best quality roads. Plus, visibility is low. Uh, the roads here also have a tendency to flood. To have like we have like puddles. This is like wet. This is like normal because drainage system is like bad. It's like a puddle, and this is like a road. Let's say this is a road, right? This is a road. So yeah, like so, mm, the roads, low visibility of the roads, plus tendency puddle, because again, the roads are wet. It just rained really hard. Uh, so yeah, so like what happened was I was going back. I was riding my scooter. I don't know how to draw a scooter. Probably two wheels. It's like this. Uh, there's like a thing here, and then yeah, because this is like the seat, right? This is like the seat or something. I think this is like a scooter. Okay, I'm not the best at drawing, but this is usually the way you ride a scooter is like you're here, and then oh wait, something like this. Yeah, your feet is here. Your feet is here. Yeah, your feet is here, and generally you're like this. That's how you ride a scooter. Generally, it's like maybe this is wrong because usually you have a straight back, right, and then straight back, and then yeah, something like this, something like this. Yeah, generally like normal sitting position, riding a scooter, right? So imagine me riding my scooter. Uh, plus the maximum speed of my scooter is like around 110 kilometers per hour. This is like max speed. So it's not even a scooter. It's not really a scooter because I can overtake cars if I wanted to. And usually I hover around that speed. I usually hover around uh 80 to 107 or 8, 107 or 8, 107 or 108. Yeah, usually I hover around that. Uh, yeah. Again, a lot of it has to do with I'm very comfortable with my scooter, and I just like riding on top speed. It was my fault, okay. Plus, the road was it was the diversion road. So in Tacloban we have this concept of diversion road. So it's kind of like the low traffic road, and you can speed up on that road. Like yeah, you can speed up on that road. So it's generally safe to, I mean, I've been doing this for 8 months now, like riding my scooter, and this is like my first real accident. And then another thing factor to consider is that I was wearing jeans, I was wearing my long sleeves, and helmet, shoes, right? Long sleeves, helmet, shoes. So my own, and then gloves. I was wearing like riding gloves. My only protective gear really is my helmet and my riding gloves. I can't really. That was my fault. That part was my fault. Granted, because but you can't really fault me on that. Like if you look at the Philippines, or actually not, this is not unique to the Philippines. If you look at any developing country, really, almost everyone wear casual clothes when they're riding motorcycle or scooter. Like BH, City, Moro, like images. I'll give you an example. Look at that. Look at that. This is like the common thing. The common thing. This is yeah. This is like the common thing. Like just wear casual clothing. Uh, I mean, they don't even have a helmet. But on a city, usually it's required to have a helmet. This one is rare. This one, like they're in full gear. Like they wear armor. Like they have padded jacket, padded pants. They're not wearing, oh, this one's jeans. But hopefully this is padded jeans. Mm, yeah. See, this, but again, this is because there's an event, or uh, maybe they're going like long rides, like they're touring, right? They're touring, so that's usually when people wear full gear. But like city travel, like for example, in my case, I just was just hungry, or if I wanted to do my grocery, usually again I just wear my long sleeves, pants, helmet, gloves. Again, that was my fault, my mistake. Yeah, look at this. Look at this. Let's see. They're just wearing casual clothes. You don't really see it. This is one's rare. You don't really see. I think like, for the 8 months that I've been riding my scooter, right? I've only I can count the number of people I've seen in full gear in in one of my hands. I'm not joking. Like that's how rare they are. Like that's how rare they are. So again, it was my fault that I did not wear full gear, but at the same time, I can't really fault myself for thinking that it was uh unsafe to do so, because if everyone else is generally okay, they're generally everyone's doing it, so or yeah, like you know what I mean. Like if everyone's doing it, like it kind of messes up your brain into thinking that maybe it's safe, maybe it's okay not to wear gear, even though I was fully aware that I should wear gear, but I did not do that. Like, hmm, okay, so there's that. So again, I generally ride in fast speeds, and then I was not wearing full gear. It rained beforehand, so the roads were slippery. So yeah, and I was going home. I was going home, and it was uh at 2 a.m. So it was dark, right? It was dark, and I mean there's lights, but like it's not bright. It's not. You get what I mean? It's still dark. It's still dark, and then generally there's like puddles on the road. This is normal in Philippine roads. There will be puddles. I think a lot of it is because we don't have good drainage systems, so the water just overflows. It is what it is. But imagine this, right? So I'm riding my motorcycle. I'm just about to go home, and then it's a curve. So it's like a curve, right? It's a curve. Okay, like I'm here. Like now, let's say like this, right? And I'm like here, and this is me. This is like me. Actually, yeah, this is like me, and then yeah, this is me, right? So I see the curve. So usually when I see the curve, I slow down. I slow down. So like let's say for example I'm like riding at like 100 kilometers, 100 kph. I generally slow down, brake, or like let go of the throttle, slowly let go of the throttle. So when I approach the curve, I'm usually around 80, max 80, 80 kph. But I generally try to aim for 60. I mean, I don't look at it. I don't look at the odometer. I don't look at the speedometer, but it's more like feel, right? Like, okay, I'm approaching a curve, so I wanna slow down. So like, I wanna slow down, right? Generally, I'll try to aim for 60 or lower. Again, one of the issues that I guess that happened was when again it was nighttime, uh, and then it was nighttime. The roads were wet. There was like a puddle here. There was like a big puddle here that I did not see. I did not see this puddle until I was close to it. Right, it was like covering almost the my side of the road, And then when I was here, there was another issue when I was here, right? When I was like quite far from the road yet, right? When I was like quite far from the road yet, I saw there's like a road. What do you call this? Like an off road here, and I saw like a massive truck. I saw a massive truck. I was still here. I saw a massive. The thing about trucks, they have a lot of lights, right? I saw a massive truck here. Again, it's not the fault of the truck driver. It's not their fault because it's. I mean, they gotta do their job, right? So it's not their fault. But I saw this massive truck. I think it's. I don't know how to draw a truck. Yeah, it's like this massive thing, and they have like lights, and it's like, and it's hard to ignore them because it's hard to not see them because they have like lights everywhere, like lights here, lights here. I'm not saying it's blinding lights. It's more like it's so people can see it, right? It's like this massive truck. So yeah, I saw it, right? I was still here. I saw it. That's why I slowed down. But a part of it made me panic. Part I don't know. Even though I know it's trying to approach the road because like it wants to get in the road, right? It wants to get in the road. So it's like this is like slow. It's like slow, but my head panicked. I don't know why. I saw the track and I thought like I there's this thought in me that we might collide. I don't know why. Even though again, I think a lot of it is probably sleep deprivation because it's 2 a.m. right, and it's nighttime. I was I panicked a bit. Yeah, and then and then, but again, it's not their fault. It's not their fault. It's completely my fault how I reacted. So yeah, but yeah, there's that too to consider. And then once I approached here, right? I noticed the puddle, but the thing about your tires is that the reason the reason motorcycles they work or just any other like cars, right? So like you have like the tires and then this is like the road, right? The reason that it works, that you don't fall, the reason that it sticks is because of friction, right? There's friction, and then on the tires, right? On the tires itself, there's like ridges. There's like ridges on the tires that makes it so that it kind of how do I say it? It makes it so that it uh what's the term for it? Like it sticks to the road more because of this ridges. So that's the reason why you can ride on the road, right? It's because the tire is touching the ground, and then there's this ridges that kind of grabs the road. Kind of like you can kind of think of it that way, like it's or like it grabs the road so that it sticks more. And again, I just upgraded my tires like a couple months ago. I was using Angel Rossi. No, no, not Rossi. Angel City. I was using Angel City. Angel City, Diablo, Angel City. I was using this. I was using these tires. I upgraded my tires from the stock Honda Click. My scooter is like Honda Click. This is my scooter, right? This is my scooter. It's the black variant of this. The black variant of this. This one, but orange. The orange stickers. I removed the stickers. Uh, but yeah, I was using this, and this tires are slippery. So I upgraded to this Angel City. This tires, which is expensive, yes, but it's very reliable. It's considered to be like one of the best in tires to use for wet roads. Like it sticks to the road. You can actually feel it sticking to the road. That's why I really like it because it sticks to the road and you feel it. You feel the tires sticking to the road and you feel safe as a rider. You feel safe because your tires are good, right? You know your tires will not fail you. And then I know that I will not slide with this tires. So there's that too. There's that factor to consider, that I trusted my tires. My tires were good, so I know that, there's this certain, it gives me this certain level of confidence. So yeah, once I approached this, the issue was that there was a puddle, right? So the thing about the puddle is that now your tires is not touching the road. It's there's My stream died. I'm just gonna wait until it's back. OBS things. Okay, it's back. It's back. So yeah. So the thing is, now your tires they're not touching the road. They're not touching the road, right? They're not touching the road because of the puddle, the watery surface. And now your tires doesn't have anything to stick to. And then that's when I slid. So what happened was I slid, right? So again, going back, this is like the curve, and then this is like the puddle, right? This is like the puddle. This is me. This is the scooter. My scooter slid towards the puddle, right? And I was here, towards here. So I was here. Yeah. And my scooter is like somewhere here. Actually, not. It is not here. I think the puddle is like here. It's not. It's like not really a puddle anymore. It's like, yeah. This My scooter is like, it's still on the wet area of the puddle. This is what I remember, like somewhere here. Yeah. Again, I'm sorry. I'm not that good at drawing. Yeah. I'm like here, right? So yeah, this is what happened, and thankfully, right? Remember the truck driver, right? The truck here. The truck was like here, and he saw the things that entailed, and he helped me bring my scooter back up, and asked me if I'm okay. I was okay for a bit. A lot of it is adrenaline. A lot of it is adrenaline. Uh, Adrenaline is so. I think after this happened, I was just after this happened, I was like, this things happened, and I was like, it happened so fast, right? It happened so fast. Uh, yeah, and I was like, hmm, like you don't really think of it as an accident. Like it was like something that just happened. It's something that just happened, and I was like, the only thing in my head, if I remember correctly, was I need to go home. I need to get back home. So I was like feeling the pain in my knees. I was like doing this, right? I was like doing this because I was feeling the pain in my knees, but I think adrenaline really uh really numbed the pain a lot. Even my left wrist, like I did not know I this just dislocated my left wrist, but yeah, for some reason I was still able to, again, after the truck driver stood. I'm really thankful for him. I'm really thankful that he was there. Uh, he stood out. He stood up my scooter, and then I just, you know, I just rode my scooter just normally, like, and then I went back home. I was like, and then I applied first aid. This is immediately after that happened. I applied first aid. I cleaned the wound, applied antiseptic, uh, and then treated the wound. Right? Yeah, yeah. But you could see this sliding part here. I don't really know the exact distance, but It was quite far how I slid, but I think a lot of things happened here that made it so that I survived. I was lucky. Again, I was lucky I survived. If there was like a car here, I would be dead. Like approaching, I would be fucking dead. But yeah, luckily again, it was uh in the middle of the night. It was past midnight, so I was one of the very few cars that was still there. For very few like vehicle that was still up and running on the road, right? So yeah, that part I got lucky. Another part I got lucky is how I fell. I think a lot of it has to do with I'm riding a scooter. So the thing about scooters is that, right, it's like this. How it's designed is like this, and then this is like the front tire. The front tire is like here, and the rear tire is like here. This is how scooters are designed, right? Yeah. And the thing about scooters is that because of how it's designed, right? Because of how it's designed, the way you sit is like, again, it's like this. It's like upright. Yeah, this is like the way you sit in a scooter, right? If you compare that to a motorcycle, right? If you compare that to a traditional motorcycle, how do I draw a motorcycle? Let me reimagine. So there's like the tank here, tank, and then there's like the wheel is here, and then the thing, yeah, and then the wheel. I think this is how a motorcycle is, and then this. There's like a very different kind of design for motorcycles, like the manual motor, traditional motorcycles. And because there's no leg room here, the way you ride a motorcycle is like here. You put your foot here, and then you're here, right? I mean, you put your foot here, and then you're here, and then yeah, it's like usually it's like this. It's like you do this, like not necessarily like this. I think it's like this, it's like this, and then put your leg. Yeah, I think it's like something like this. Yeah, like it's like this, and then yeah, I think it's like that. You get what I mean? It's like it's contrasting to scooters. So as you can see, like your feet, your legs are tucked in the front side of the motorcycle. So it's so if you happen to slide, there's this risk of the like if you happen to slide, right, there's the risk that your leg is like here, and then imagine this is like a motorcycle, but like this is like the road, right? And then your leg is here. Like there's a risk that your motorcycle will, like the weight of it can crush your leg. You get what I mean? But like for scooters, you don't really have that risk because I mean, there's still that risk, but it's less of a risk because there's an open leg room. So if you happen to slide, it's very unlikely that your scooter will be against your leg. So there's that. I'm riding a scooter. I think that saved my legs from not getting crushed. Another one is how how I I was able to kind of let go of my scooter. I don't know. Again, I don't know really what happened. Like it happened so fast. I don't even know why why I went this way and my scooter went that way. But what I'm trying to say is that uh yeah, that happened, and the way I fell. So the way I fell was like this, like open. Like as you can see, is like a think of a starfish. Like a starfish is like this, right? Star. Think of a star. So the way I fell is like this, right? Like this, and then this, and then this, and this. It's how I felt. And typically on this is something I learned from uh part of like safe riding, right? Is fall, when you fall, you want to fall flat. You want to fall flat. And the reason for that is you want to distribute the pressure. You want to distribute the pressure, like once you fall, like you want it flat, so you can distribute the damage. Yeah, you can minimize the damage by distributing it. Because one of because the reason, again, I think that my left wrist got dislocated is when I fell. I think my left side hit first, and then maybe it bounced, and then I before I slid. So probably this one got hit. This one hit the ground first. Bam, like you see, bam, and that's why it got dislocated. And then I slid. Yeah, yeah. But again, like because I was not wearing gear, I was wearing jeans. This is something that I learned after. This is that something I learned after uh something I learned after the accident is that jeans are like one of the worst things to wear on a road accident. Yeah, like because the thing about jeans is that it's like stylish, right? Jeans. But the thing about them is that jeans they rip easily. I mean, if you search here, like jeans ripping on friction road. Not biking, but more for hmm. And then more through the knee. I did not have knee armor. That's the thing. Is like I did not know this. That jeans rip easily when exposed to friction. Yeah. So what happened was the reason why my knees got damaged is because my jeans just got torn. It got torn, and I can show you right now what I was wearing. I'm not sure. I'll go back to Twitch because I'm not sure if I can see it. My camera. But this is the thing that I was wearing. Wait, I'm waiting until I can see it. Okay, I can see it now. Maybe I'll go to OBS instead of I crushed it again. Just wait. Okay, you can see my camera, and then I'll show you. I'll show you. Maybe I'll. Okay. Jeans, and then this is the thing. See, see, there's like holes, and then this is blood. This is blood. There's the holes because it tore. It tore. That's why my knees got damaged. And see here, also here, the left. Yeah, this is the right side and this is the left side. It also tore. So yeah, I did not know that jeans they don't offer you protection when it comes to like crashing on the road, right? Yeah, it's again it's I learned. So yeah, that is why I got here. I got damaged here. Also my shoes my shoes flew. So what happened was I remember I was like lying down, right? I was lying down on the road, right? I was lying on the road and I only have my my left shoes. Yeah, I only have my left shoes. My right shoes was nowhere to be found. Yeah, but I was able to find it. Like it flew like really far. I don't know where it flew, but I remember it was like not there. So because my shoe flew, uh, yeah, my right foot got damaged too. It had road rash. Shoes that I was wearing here. I'm not sure if you can see it. Yeah, I think my right shoe is like okay because this is the one that flew, so it was not really damaged. But my left shoe got damaged. As you can see, yeah, here, got scratches. I got torn here. This one, yeah, this one did not fly. This was what I was wearing, my long sleeves. So even though again most of my injuries were on my lower side, uh, I also had injuries above. Like I had this, had like road rush here too, and I had like scratches here, scratches, and then I had like scratches on my chest area, like light scratches, and then yeah, scratches all over my body. I think the reason why the damage was minimal was a lot of it was because of my helmet. Uh, the thing about the helmet is that you have like your helmet here, right? And then it's like something like this, and then it's me. Like it's like this. Like this is like the spine, and then this is like this, and then this is like the knees, right? This is the knees. So like something like this, right? And because you have the helmet, as you can see, uh, yeah, like the area, I think the chest area did not get scraped that much because of the elevation. So this area here got scratched a lot. This area of my helmet. I'll show you later, but I'll show you my long sleeves first. I was wearing. It's just see, it's just blood. Blood, dirt. Yeah, there's just blood. This is like my chest area. I remember there was like a part where it got. See, there's like a part where there's blood here. I remember there was like a part where it got turned. Yeah, there's blood here. Don't worry, I'm gonna throw this away after this video. I'm gonna. I mean, after this stream, I'm gonna throw this away. Oh, hmm. Oh, it actually did not. I'm surprised. My long sleeve did not get turned. Only my jeans. But I do remember having a lot of scratches. I had like lots of scratches on my body, upper body. Hmm. It's like the riding gloves that I use, and I had like, see, it was this one protected my hands. My hands, uh, thankfully, my hands were it did not get scratched a lot. A lot. I mean, there I still had some injuries on my hand, like road up, like tiny road rash. But for the most part, my gloves saved me. Yeah, there's like this. It got torn here. I don't know why it got torn here. Yeah, it got torn here. Like I don't know why. Maybe the impact. Maybe I don't know why because it's like on the other side, like here. I don't know why. Mm. But for the most part, my helmet saved me. My helmet saved me. Yeah, this is my helmet, LS2. I love this helmet, by the way. Look at this. Look at this. Uh, look at that. Look at that, man. Look at that. Yeah. See that damage? Yeah. Yeah, man, yeah. This helmet saved my ass, man. This one I got, it's great on the road, and this one saved my ass. Yeah, it's the reason why I'm still alive right now because I have a good helmet. I actually recommend that helmet. It's called the LS2 Rapid. This one. It's called this. I recommend this helmet. It's cheap. It's cheap, and it will save your life. Yeah. The reason I bought this helmet is very simple. It's because this one. This is what I have. It's because uh, it's because I needed a helmet that fits my my scooter, the my compartment, the U box, the area here. My internet is slow. I don't know why my internet is slow. Can I click on an image? Yeah, like here. Like LS2 Rapid is one of the few helmets that fits this compartment. The rest doesn't fit at all. So yeah, that's the only reason why I bought it, and it's a really good helmet. Again, it saved my life. It saved my life. Yeah, it saved my life because I was like sliding through the road for God knows how long, and yeah, if I did not have a helmet, I wouldn't have a face right now. I think I would be dead. I think I would be dead. Yeah. Mm. So yeah, it could be worse, but I'm glad that again the damage was kept to a minimum. So yeah, I guess what I want to say is that when you fall, like if this do happen in the future for you, like just try to fall on a starfish. try to fall like open, right? And try to fall like I did. It really does minimize the damage. I've I mm, I know people who got into accidents and they did not fall this way. They were like riding. I was riding very fast, by the way. They were riding like significantly slower than I do, but they broke their arms. They broke their legs. I was like, yeah, yeah, they actually broke bones because they fell wrong. So yeah, like if you wanna again minimize the damage, try to fall this, and then trust that your gear will help you. So again, I have to replace my gloves. I have to replace my shoes. I have to replace a lot of things that again I did wrong. The things that I did wrong was I was only wearing helmet and riding gloves. That's it. That was like my only gear, and I was wearing like running shoes. So yeah, like the thing about running shoes is there's a risk that it will fly. Like as you can see, my shoe flew. My shoe flew. My shoe flew. So this is something that again, even if this does happen before, I want to prevent this, right? I want to prevent uh road rash from happening again. I want to prevent my. I mean, the dislocating part. I don't know how I can really prevent that. Maybe just fall better, fall more properly next time. I think I just fell wrong. The initial fall was wrong. That's why. But I I don't really know how do you practice that. But the thing is, yeah, I think the road rash though is very preventable. The road rash was very preventable. Again, I was not able to walk for weeks, man. For weeks, like 2 weeks, 2 weeks minimum, 2 weeks. I was not able to walk. The thing about road rash, especially on your knees, right? Because the injury is on your knee, right? There's like road rash here. The injury is on your knee. So whenever you try to kind of sit, right? Sit or lie down or stand, right? Whenever you try to do that, this area here, right? If you sit, it gets stretched. And then if you lie down, it gets compressed. And here is like there's the gravity. there's gravity, and then there's this pressure here. It's like, you get what I mean. You can imagine how painful the experience was. It's just simply because the injury was right there. Like, just try to move your legs. It's like, ugh. It was so hard. Like, even until today, like whenever I'm taking a bath, I'm still sitting down the toilet bowl. So like when I'm taking a bath, right? I'm taking a bath. I'm like sitting down. I'm sitting down, and that's how I take a bath. Like, I put the kabo here, and then water. This is, we have kabo, tabo. We call it tabo. It's just unique in the Philippines, I think. Yeah, it's unique. Oh, never mind. It's not unique. Yeah, tabo. This thing. You, you you scoop water and then you put it. Yeah. Even now, I'm still sitting down when I'm taking a bath, because again, it's still painful. Like, it's still there. Like right now, I can stand. I have a standing desk. I'm standing right now, but it takes me more less time to be able. I mean, I'm more tired standing than usual. Later, I'll have to rest my knees after the stream. I'll have to rest it, right? Because it's not fully healed yet. Even my wrist is not fully healed yet. Mm, there's that, right? So again, I don't want this to happen again. So things that I could do in the future is, number one is just, my gear broke, so I have to replace it. Helmet, helmet saved me. I'm just gonna maybe replace the visor of it. Visor is the thing here. The thing here. You can buy replacements. Actually, no. I'm thinking about it. Should I buy a visor or just buy a new helmet? I've been thinking about it. Maybe I'll. I mean, the helmet is cheap. Maybe I'll just buy a new one. I don't know. I don't know. But tomorrow, I think I'll just replace the visor, because tomorrow I'll have to do my groceries for the first time. I'll have to also check my. I need to go to the bike shop. Have my scooter checked. If it just got into an accident, like, I want to see if some gears bent, wheels bent. You get what I mean? Suspension bent or something. If there's any damage internally that needs fixing. Yeah. I mean, you can see the external damage, a lot of scratches, right? But I'm more concerned about the internal damages, if it needs fixing or not. And I also have to do my groceries tomorrow. There's that. So yeah. So things that, from what I found here, is like, I need to buy I need to get like gloves with slider. Yeah, gloves, yeah, gloves. The thing about hands is like this, and then this hand, and then yeah, and then 10, 10, 3, 4, and then yeah, yeah. This is like how you draw hands. It's like a hack. And then yeah, I need to buy I need to buy gloves with slider. So this is like the thumb, right? So let's say this is like the palm area. This is the palm area. So a slider is like somewhere here. So like a slider here. So the purpose of the slider is when you fall, you just slide. So you don't scrape the gloves, you scrape the slider, and you just slide. I bought one of those, but I couldn't find something I'm looking for. I bought from a local bike shop. uh, I was not riding my motorcycle. I had my relatives with me. mm, but I'll show you what I bought. I'm just waiting. I'm waiting. Okay, I can see myself. Okay, So here, show you. I'll open this. I bought gloves. This is cheaper than my previous gloves, but I'll have to replace my previous gloves. I think I'm not sure if I'll keep it. My previous gloves. Maybe I'll just use it for because it's really useful for when I'm doing like DIY stuff, like handling tools, like electric tools. Like it's really useful because it's thick, right? It doesn't scrape my, it protects your hands when you're doing those stuff. But for motorcycle, I think this is what I bought. This is cheap gloves, but it doesn't have the thing that I need. Like, I mean, it has this, but it's like, how do I say it? It's disappointing. This is disappointing. I was expecting like a slider here, like in this area, like a slider, so that again, once you wear this and then you scratch this part here, like this area here, just slide. I've seen gloves like that, so I do know they exist. Mm, I couldn't find it in our local bike shop. Gloves with slider. It's hard to buy gloves. Like, I don't really want to buy online because a part of it is like I need to find like a good fit, right? Yeah, ham sliders. This one, like, hmm, I don't really know like what the actual like the safest one is. Hmm. But yeah, generally, I don't know what I'm looking for. Maybe riding gloves, motorcycle gear with slider. But generally, you want to have these things here. Maybe this is good enough. I don't know. But I think I was expecting a bit more. Yeah, more sliders. 'Cause you generally need it. Yeah, you need it. Usually, when people are like riding. Yeah. s- Yeah. Yeah. Generally, you want gloves with sliders. Just so that when you slide, you just slide. So I guess it's here. Yeah. Minimize the damage. Hmm. I bought this. I also bought riding pants. I also bought riding pants. Okay, I'm still alive. Oh, actually, I was not showing my screen. I was not showing my screen low. I forgot to switch. Anyways, generally you want again gloves with slider. What about pants? Riding pants, actual riding pants. Let's see. This is this one's expensive. This one's cheap. The gloves were cheap. This one's expensive. Like this is more expensive than my helmet. Can't. As you can see, it looks like normal pants. Like my first impression when I wore this, I was like, "This is slacks. This is just slacks." But I think the main difference is that there's armor. Like you can see, there's like armor. This is armor on the knees. There's there's like knee pads here. You can see. So if you do slide, right, even if this gets destroyed, that's okay as long as your knees don't get destroyed. Okay, that's the main purpose of riding pants. And what I like about it is that you can adjust it. Like you can adjust it. There's like things here. It's quite universal in size. I You can adjust, and then there's like things here where you can adjust. You can adjust so that it's fitting. You want it to be fitting. Like there's things here. Adjust. I guess my issue is like how do I clean this? Like laundry. Like, it's the thing that I don't really know. Like, can I put this on my washing machine? Do I need to remove the armor or is it just hand wash? I have no idea. I have no idea. I'll search on YouTube later. This is like writing. Look at this. Like it's not even. Like it's using. I don't know. Like a zip. I don't know. Like it feels like a slacks, like slacks, like normal slacks, just with padding. I don't know. Like maybe I'm just expecting too much on writing fans. This is expensive, by the way. That's why. It just feels what the hell? It just feels like I bought slacks with armor. But again, the important part is not really the pants itself. I think the important part is the armor, the pads. Yeah. And then I also bought shoes, like actual riding shoes. Uh, I did not buy riding boots. I did not buy riding boots. So the difference again, I bought like a shoe, right? I bought like a riding shoe, which is this. This is what I bought. Riding boots are like those that you can. Oh wait, I was showing my screen. Okay, riding boots are those. This is the shoe that I bought, and then this is like riding boots. Ah, riding boots is like here, like the chunky. Yeah, this is like the riding boots. This is typically what you wear if you're riding a motorcycle. Uh, this is like very long. This is what you wear when you're riding a motorcycle. I think I have explained it before, right? I've explained it in this drawing. Where was it? This drawing. Right? This drawing because motorcycles, uh, you're this, right? You're doing this. This is like the machine. This is like the gas tank. Doing this, right? So if the motorcycle fall over like here, this is like your leg. There's a risk that you'll crush your leg. Yeah, there's that risk. That's why you wear this boots. You wear boots, riding boots, so that if it does fall over, right, your motorcycle fall over, then this one is like this will protect your legs from cracking. Yeah, but again, I'm on a scooter. I'm on a scooter. I have a lot. I don't really have that. I have a leg area, so it's very unlikely that uh my scooter will fall over my leg. It's very unlikely. I mean, there's still a chance. And plus, this is the thing about this boot. This is hella expensive. Like holy sheesh. Like it's like a phone, man. It's like a phone. The price of a phone. Like it's so expensive. This boots is expensive. This one is like affordable, relatively cheaper, but still expensive. More significantly more expensive than my running shoes. I don't know why, but it's really expensive too. This is like twice, two times the price of my pants. Price of pants. And my pants are expensive. this this one. Rio, I don't know this brand. But it's again, I bought it from the bike shop. Uh I want to buy it there because so that I can fit it it's hard to buy online because you're guessing the size. Yeah, especially the pants. The pants, it's so hard to like. I feel like the pants are like the most variable when it comes to sizing. When it comes to sizing, yeah, this is the pants. The riding. I mean pants. I mean the riding shoes. As you can see, it's what I really like about this is this feature, right? There's no sole, sole SOLE, and then there's this feature here. As you can see, there's this feature here where you can lock the shoe in place. Like if you twist this, it pushes this thing, the front side back, and it makes it fit, like really fit, so that again, when I go into a crash, this will not fly. Unlike my running shoes, this will very unlikely fly. Because you gotta protect your right foot, right? I mean your foot, not just your right foot. But as you can see here in as you can see here in the picture, right? If you look at my picture, my right foot get damaged. Yeah, road rash because my right shoe flew. Yeah, yeah. I'll figure this out because tomorrow I'll have to ride. For the first time in a while, I'll have to use my scooter. January 4, January 11. I'm December 11. I don't know how long it is. Like it's like more, almost a month. Yeah, almost a month. Like 3 weeks. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 3 weeks. That I haven't ridden my motorcycle. Yeah. Okay, I'm back. So as you can see, I did not have a riding jacket yet. Uh, Not because I couldn't afford it. I was willing to dish out money. I didn't really care how much it cost. I cared more that again this thing doesn't happen again. But they did not have the the right size for me. They had like XL riding jacket size, and I'm small. I'm not a big person. I'm quite short. So yeah, I'm not XL, and I'm what I'm fit, not overweight. I think. So yeah, riding jacket. Yeah, this is the thing that I lack. I'll probably go there tomorrow too and inquire if they have available jackets already, and I'll buy one if they have. Yeah. So yeah, the thing about motorcycle accidents is that if you have this, like if you have this, if this is you, right? This is you. Most of the damage, right? Most of the risk is on your head. This is like highest risk, and then the second highest risk is your legs. The second highest risk. And then this is like, I think legs and hands are like tied. Like hands, your hands very exposed. When you fall, usually your hands fall first. So yeah, I think it's tied. And then the least risk is your body. Yeah, I know. A lot of people when they ride gear, actually has an higher risk. I think it's the foot and hands is the second highest risk, and then this is like the third highest. Your legs are like the third highest, right? This is like the third highest, and then this is like least risk, least risk is your body, upper body. I know. Doesn't make sense, right? And usually the riding jacket is the most expensive. Even though it's the thing that doesn't really it's the thing that matters the least, right? I think if you're buying a motorcycle, if you want to buy one in the future, prioritize helmet, like a good helmet, prioritize riding shoes, prioritize riding gloves, prioritize riding pants, and then the jacket can wait. If you have money, of course, get the jacket, but the jacket can wait for the most part because again, the jacket usually it's ridiculously expensive. Also, the boots, usually this is like the most expensive, the jacket and the boots. I don't know why. I don't know why. Like I don't know why my helmet is cheaper than my pants. My helmet is cheaper than my boots, and it's a good helmet. It's yeah, it's a really good helmet. But yeah, I think that's how it is. But let me search motorcycle risk body. Usually you fall like this, right? But if you're a scoot, but you try to fall again flat, try to fall flat. Don't try to fall like this. You're gonna break this area. Yeah, this area of your body. This your bones will break. Yeah, your bones will break 100% if you fall like this. Uh, is there like a picture? I don't remember where I got it. Like the risk of there. See the in your head. This is like the most. This area, the chin area, is like the how do I say it? Very very like how do I say it? Because of the impact, right? When you fall, you're most likely going to hit here. That's why it's recommended to wear full face helmet. So full face helmet is, if you don't know what that is, it's like this. It's full face, so you can protect your chin. Because this one's like you will break your teeth if yeah gets, if this hits the road first, you will lose teeth. Yeah, the majority is on the head. Mm. And you can see 2/3 head injuries. Head very, and then the legs. Usually legs and foot. As you can see, look at the percentages: 81, 94, 16, 16%. Okay, 16%. So yeah, legs usually, and then knee injury. This is what I had. And if you can see the percentages is lower on the upper body, like 56 and then 30. Hand injuries, 30%. That's interesting, but I think maybe they have gloves. If you did not have gloves, your hand will suffer. My gloves really protected my hands because again, my hands were like this, scrape the road. interesting. Like yeah, like my gloves is like seems fine. Like, my previous gloves seems fine. I attribute it a lot because I had good gloves. Mm. But yeah, these are the things that I learned, and hopefully you got something from this. Hopefully, yeah, you got something from this stream. I don't know if any of you write down in the comments like here are there people here who ride scooters or motorcycles here. I don't know like how much of my viewers actually uses a two-wheel to commute, but yeah, I guess what I wanted to say is like just PSA. It's just yeah, public service announcement. Uh, yeah, this thing happened. How can we prevent it? What I've learned, and yeah, hopefully, even if this does happen again, uh, I wouldn't, I wouldn't encounter this injury again in the future. A lot of like, again, I got lucky again that the accident happened on December. Because the thing about December, especially if you live in the Philippines, we have a lot of holidays, and December is just full of holidays. December is full of holidays. January is full of holidays. That's why I was able to, I guess, not work and just focus on recovering. Yeah, and not be a nuisance to my coworkers because I'm working. Again, I'm quite happy that happened, and or quite not happy, but more like I guess happy. Yeah, glad or relieved that it happened in December. If it happened on a busy month, uh, probably I'll lose my job. I don't know. I don't know. Or I'll have to resign to focus on recovering. But again, because it happened in December, I could just tell my coworkers, "Hey, this happened. I'm gonna focus on recovering." Mm. Yeah, that's about it for me. Uh, I'm not sure if you enjoyed this stream. It's not really a happy stream. It's January 3. I mean, happy holidays. If January 3, like Happy New Year, belated Happy New Year, belated Merry Christmas. I was not able to stream, but hopefully in the future I can continue streaming. Usual sched. I don't really have a schedule, but yeah, get back to coding, get back to building exciting stuff. But yeah, thank you for watching. I have to go now. Uh, yeah, I'll throw this away. My stuff, you know, remnants of my accident. Throw this first. Uh, but that's about it for me. Bye bye. Bye bye. Thank you for watching.